Alright, so I'm going to show how to open up and disassemble this Lenovo IdeaPad 130-15AST. Okay, so first what you want to do is just remove all the screws from the bottom. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is you're using a PH1 or a J1, but yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If you're just removing the CD drive, you only need to remove this one screw. Alright, so once you remove that screw, you can pull the CD drive out just like that. Alright, and then to open this up, you will have to flip this up. And then right between the bezel and the base, there will be like a small gap there. So what you do is you get your fingernail or pry tool in between this little gap. So it's a little tough, but you get it right between that gap. Once you do that, you can pull on it. I like to push with my thumbs while I pull with my fingernails. Okay, just like that. Go all the way around. Alright. Close the screen. Alright, so go all the way around. The back is pretty difficult to remove. You kind of have to work it. So this clip was getting stuck before, but it came up a little bit easier. You kind of need to work it. And then these clips here, it helps to kind of pull this case outwards towards yourself. So pull it like that, and then you kind of just wiggle this, and this other corner that's stuck right now, this one, will pop up. You just kind of have to keep working it. There you go. Just like that. So it will be a little bit more difficult to, because you'll be opening it for the first time. But the clips in the corners here, they're a lot more difficult to do. But once you do that, again, you just pull forward, and then these clips will come away, because right here they clip like this. So when you pull it, the clips will disengage and then come up. All right, anyways, you got a 2.5-inch SATA hard drive. This we're going to be replacing with a 2.5-inch SATA SSD. So we'll remove that one screw. I think there's also a screw here holding it. Let's make sure. Yeah. So they put a warranty sticker here. I'm going to try and keep the warranty sticker intact, even though it shouldn't void the warranty, at least in California, I don't think. You will probably want to look that up just to make sure. But yeah, we'll remove those screws. And then once you get that, you can lift this bracket up slightly, and then you can kind of wiggle it back just like this. Let's see here, it's kind of stuck. Let's see, is there another screw I'm missing somewhere? No, should just be those. Okay. Oh, it's pretty tight, so looks like you have to work it pretty strong. Oh, okay, maybe they put, oh, I see. So they put a little, are these for the hard drive? No, that's weird. Anyways, I guess to remove this, you'll probably want to remove this little bracket. So flip up that latch, pull this cable out, take the 2 screws for the bracket out. I think because the plastic molding is kind of holding the screws, so we'll just take the whole hard drive out then. So lift that up. Now that you got the whole bracket out, you can lift it up. So, oh, okay, there's another screw hidden underneath this bracket, so I don't know, there you go. And that's why it's having issues. So you have to make sure to take the bracket out as well, okay? That's the first time I've seen a computer designed like that. It's kind of strange. Anyways, we're going to take the 4 screws out of this. So this has a bad hard drive. And if you're not sure if you don't know what you're doing, you might want to remove the battery first. Usually for the hard drive and RAM and stuff, you don't need to worry about it. But I probably should do that as kind of like a fail-safe, just so other people that don't know what they're doing don't screw up their computers. So I'll show that next. But as far as the hard drive goes, you can remove that without worry. Okay, so we're going to get the SSD, stick the bracket, or not the bracket, the adapter back on it. Then we'll have this. Make sure we put it back the right way. Was it like this? Yeah. Okay, so make sure you put it back with the foil side down. Put the screws back in. Alright, just like this. Alright, a lot of people have been asking me questions in my video, how to do something or what the specs of stuff are. So hopefully you watch the video and see if it answers your question first, because I do this for a living full time. I get barely any sleep as it is, so answering questions that are already answered by the video, I kind of get offended when people like ask questions basically telling me they didn't watch the video at all. Yeah, so anyways, put back the screws. And these videos I make are designed to kind of teach you. So if you want to learn, you can learn a lot about your computer by watching other videos as well. It doesn't have to be specifically your video. Like these types of connectors and things, they're on almost every single computer. So hopefully you guys can watch the videos and learn from them instead of using it as a monkey see, monkey do copy video type thing, because you can learn a lot, and you can learn how to disassemble a lot of different types of computers just from watching like 5 of my videos. You should get a pretty good idea of how most computers are built. So yeah, it's also, if you wanted to start your own business doing this kind of stuff, you can learn this stuff pretty easily, and then you can even do this for your friends and family and stuff like that. Alright, so anyways, the battery, I think there's actually part of the battery underneath this cable. Okay, I guess you don't need to disconnect that. But anyways, the optical disk drive connector is replaceable as well. The battery, we're going to remove that just to be safe. So let's see, there's 2 screws holding it in place, one in this corner and then one over here. So we will remove those. Right, once you remove those, you can lift this slightly up and then you can kind of wiggle it back. Oh, there's one more screw, sorry. So make sure you get all of them out. Once you get that up, you can lift the battery up, and then this part will slide out from underneath there. The battery connector is, the cable's kind of short, but to remove these kinds of cables that you insert, you kind of just want to wiggle it side to side. Okay, let's see here. So usually you want to grab as close to the connector as possible. I can't even get in there. Or you want to use the little edge of this, but you can't. So I guess I will have to just use the whole battery. So kind of pinch the wire if you can, and then kind of just wiggle the connector side to side. Just keep wiggling it. Okay, just like this. Don't just yank really hard because you can break the connector off the board. Just keep pulling while you're wiggling it, and eventually it should pop out. There we go, just like that. So that's how you do that. And usually after you remove the battery, you want to hold the power button for about 15 seconds. Be careful opening it because you have 2 less screws holding the hinges, so the hinges will be a bit weaker. So hold the power button for about 15 seconds just to drain any power. Alright, I'm not going to mess with LCD cable and stuff. Usually if you mess with the LCD cable, you definitely want to hold the power button. Most of the other components, it doesn't matter. So the battery, I forgot to mention, if you need to replace it, the model number is this L17 L2PF1, okay? So if you need to replace the battery, that's the model number. And then we got the stick of RAM. So the RAM is PC42666V, okay? So if you need that, that's what it is. Make sure when you reinsert it, you put it at an angle like this, and then after that, make sure push it in all the way and then press it down. Right, you got the wireless card here, just like every other model. This has some foam on top, so I'm not going to peel it up. If you want to learn how to do that, just watch one of my other videos. Basically, there's a screw that holds this in. You pull the tail of the wireless antenna up, it'll undo the connector. You don't want to pry from the front of them, and then just line it back up and push it down. Then you got the keyboard cable here. So just like all these other ones, you flip up these little latches, you can pull it out. The keyboard is held in place with melted bits of plastic. So if you need to replace the keyboard, you'd replace the whole palm rest assembly. Then you got the trackpad here with the trackpad cable. Got the 2 wireless antennas, and then you got the LCD connector up here. I believe this also handles the webcam and everything else because I only see one cable going into the screen. Then you got the Cmos battery here. You just grab the wings and you kind of wiggle it and it'll come out. I don't want to pull it out because it'll reset the BIOS. And then you got the speaker here. The cable goes along up to this speaker, and then they both connect to the board here. But that's pretty much all there is to this model. Hopefully this video helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe. Oh, there's also the fan, sorry. And then there's one screw here holding it. It looks like after you remove that, you can pull the fan out. But yeah, so that's all there is. Again, if this video helped you, please like and subscribe so that other people can find these videos and hopefully get some help from that, and also help me as well. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.